Hi, it's Susie from Women's Fight News, and I'm here with British World Champion Terri Harper. So thank you for joining me, Terri. And how are you?
All good, yeah. Just yeah, it's crazy to say fight week next week. Well, from tomorrow, so just been doing last bit of preparation and packing and stuff. It's my first time fighting abroad as a professional fighter, so just making sure I've remembered everything. I know it's only a 40-minute flight, so if I do forget anything, it's not end at world. But yeah, just trying to be prepared and so we can fully focus then come fight week.
Yeah, first time out of England. So is that exciting, especially being Dublin and Katie Taylor card?
Yeah, it's surreal to be such in front of the Irish fans, and obviously Katie's first time fighting at home as a professional. Um, so I feel very honoured and lucky to be on such a great card and have this opportunity. And I'm just going to remember to, as serious as fight week is, and as serious as the job is that I've got to do on Saturday night, I'm going to make sure I soak everything up and really enjoy the moment.
Definitely. Because I remember before when you were on Katie Taylor's card and you were so excited to be on a card and meeting her. And if you could go back in time and tell you then that you'd be on this card with her in Dublin, you'd be like even more excited.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy how I feel like everything happens for a reason. Obviously, I've had numerous fight dates and I've been in the gym for a long time, and fights have been pushed back and probably had three to four fight dates. And but I'm happy. I'm happy it's happened like that because it's given me the opportunity. I remember when it first got announced that Katie will be fighting in Ireland. I was saying to my partner that I'd love to have the opportunity to fight on that card. But also when I got my first couple of fight dates, I thought, oh, there's no chance it's out the window. But then obviously things have worked out for me to be able to get on the card. So yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I know one of your fight dates was going to be close to home, and you're a huge ticket seller. You sold a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
So are some of those fans going to come across to Ireland and support you there?
Yeah, we're excited to get back out in Sheffield in front of the home crowd. I've not fought there since obviously my loss against Alicia, so I'm excited to get back to winning ways in front of the home crowd. But to be honest, I'm shocked at how many people are actually coming out and flying over to Ireland. Then we had to turn a few people down, if I'm honest, just because of the ticket situation. And but yeah, it's honestly I'm very grateful for everyone who's spent their hard-earned money and getting over and showing me the support. And I know there's a few people even who haven't managed to get tickets are still coming over to Ireland to get in the local bars and stuff, and just to really be there and soak up the atmosphere.
It's going to be a real party atmosphere this weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously, you're going for Cecilia Braekhus, who's like arguably one of the greatest female boxers of all time. And, again, you're going for a hard opponent, a tough opponent. You could have gone for a soft defense, after winning against Hannah Rankin. But no, you're going for a tough fight. So why is it that you want Cecilia, and how did that come about?
Just it's a great name for my resume. I feel like I'm at that point in my career now where I really want to start stepping up and pushing on for these big fights. And obviously there's a fight that we wanted up at this weight, but that, I don't know if that's ever going to materialise and happen and stuff. So I just said to my manager Andrew, get me the next best fight that we can, and that was Cecilia. She's been there, she's done it all, she's got the t-shirt, and for me, I just see it as it'd be a great honour to share the ring with such a great champion and a great advocate for not only women's boxing but boxing in general. So
Definitely. And she's so nice and respectful as well. It's going to be just sort of a nice atmosphere fight week as well, because she's just she's there to want to sort of empower and support other women, and she's just enjoying the night and the week as well, and she's just got so much experience. It's probably just nice being there with her.
yeah, definitely that shows the type of character Cecilia is, and how much a great true champion she is. She's probably the people's champion, and like I said, it's an honour that I get to share the ring with her, and I'm grateful that she's gave me the opportunity to fight her. And I'm just excited to get in there with someone who's got great boxing experience and boxing knowledge, and just to share the ring with her and get some great rounds under my belt, really.
And what would you say is your fight prediction for this weekend?
For my fight,
Yeah, yeah. How do you see it going?
I think you're going to see a very controlled uh, fighter from myself. A lot calmer and comfortable in the ring and like under the lights. Feel like over the last couple of fights, I started to really not be as much as like a rabbit in headlights, and I just know like I'm able to focus a lot more and be a lot calm and listen to instructions better, and just we've worked on some great things in camp, and it's been a long camp, but it's kind of good because it's allowed me to prepare for this fight even more, and I've ticked off many boxes, and I just know this camp is one that I'm going to look back on in years to come, and just know that there were certain points in this camp where I've developed as an athlete mentally and physically, and it's definitely been I know everyone says it's been the best camp and stuff, but this definitely has been one of the best camps I've experienced in my career so far.
And Steffi's been saying that how good a camp it's been for you.
Yeah.
And obviously you're saying, it's been great. Do you feel more established at this weight?
Yeah.
So especially being your second fight now, you've gone and proved yourself against Hannah Rankin, proved the doubters wrong. So from that point of view, do you feel you're coming into your own at this weight?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Hannah Rankin fight, even for myself, I was thinking, how am I going to perform at this weight? But looking back, you could see I'm still sharp, still as agile, still the powerful, explosive athlete, and I feel like this camp I've improved that even more, and I'm just excited really to get out and show everyone what I've been working on, and just silly things like I've been hitting PBs after PBs in this camp. I've been just consistent in the gym with my spars, with my training. I've been full of energy, and I was only saying to Andrew the other day that I was joking, saying if this fight got pushed back another 5 weeks, like I feel like my body, usually there's been times where you get to this point in camp and you're really dragging yourself through the mud, and it's such a lot like a slog these last couple of weeks, but I feel like I'm full of energy. I'm excited for the fight, and that's the first time I've ever been like excited. I'm usually get nervous and start questioning things, but this time I'm really excited, and I just know I've done everything I can in my power to get a good performance in and get the win on the night.
And you're saying about how you feel more energy, more, this way. And everybody commented about how healthy you look at this way. When you weighing in for against Hannah, and everyone's saying how different you looked and how healthy you looked.
Yeah, you can see just on the weighing in videos and how much I dedicate myself to this sport and how dedicated I am to my training and everything else, the food, the things I eat on the outside of the gym and stuff like that. And you can just see my physique. You can see I'm naturally muscly and stuff like that. And I've not carried really any fat. I don't carry much fat really. And getting my fat measurements this camp, they're a lot lower compared to my fight with Hannah, so it just shows that I am actually naturally growing into this weight with muscle and stuff, and just becoming a more explosive, powerful athlete.
And you've got like the best team around you because you're always sharing stuff with your strength and conditioning coach. And what kind of training he puts you through. You can see you're such an athlete and how much dedication you going into these fights.
Yeah, there's a lot more than people think going up so many weights. You think, you just put the weight on and that's it. But I've really had to condition my body on how to perform at this weight, and having to deal with being able to recover and stuff. And I'm literally probably carrying I've been training basically with like a body weight vest on, really. That's the equivalent to how much weight I've actually put on from my 9 stone 4 days. So it's been a good 18 months, but really enjoyed it, and I'm just happy and healthy, and that's the main thing.
And I think you've been on such a ride in this career, because obviously you went against Alicia, you had the nasty knockout, and then you had your injury, and I think what's been lovely to see is how you've got past that, because you
Yeah.
had, you know, like everybody does, unfortunately, in this day and age, you have all the social media sort of trolls, you have critics and things like that that could bring you down, but you've sort of risen above that. You've proved people wrong. You've had 2 fights since then, one a lightweight, one against Hannah, and proved the doubters wrong. So, like you say, do you feel in that much happier sort of headspace going forward now?
Yeah, it's that's due to a few things. I'd say personal life being the biggest one, and I've got great people around me. My partner Jem, bless her, she's honestly she's my number one and my rock throughout all this training, and she always gets earache from me every day, and she's ready for a rest also after this fight. But it's just for me, it's just realizing that it's a sport that I love, and I've got to remember to love it while I'm doing it, and not and like the things I see online with trolls and stuff. It's just I feel like I've got a more mature head on my shoulders now, and not taking things to heart and stuff, and take everything with a pinch of salt and just move on. If it doesn't affect me, my personal life and people around me, all I gotta do is just switch off from it, come away from my phone for a bit, or just block them. Basically, that's the easiest thing to do. Is you just don't need that negativity in your life, and it's nice to. I feel like it's nice to be able to have that power and just think, don't let these things bother you, really.
Definitely. And I was going to ask you that question actually. Now you're mentioning about your sort of personal life and you seem a lot happier in your sort of your personal life, and you've also your bond's still really strong with Stefy, training you. So does that really help you with your sort of motivation and your training? I mean, you pretty much answered it does, but it's a huge thing in your life that really does help you with your boxing?
Yeah, definitely. It's having someone who understands. I remember first getting with Jem and thinking, oh, but she's just took to it like fish to water, and honestly, she motivates me to do better and be better, and there's times I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered, and she gives me the motivation to go out there and do it, and just crack on, stop feeling sorry for myself and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great to have that extra support, because when times get hard in gym and stuff, you want to come home and switch off and have someone to vent to, and that's what I've got.
Right. And then, like you say, with your bond with Stefy as well, it's nice because you see other fighters that perhaps go from coach to coach, whereas you've always been with Stefy, and it's a solid foundation for you in boxing.
Yeah, definitely. It's someone I've got a lot of respect for, and he's got great knowledge in this sport, and I trust Andrew with my career and everything. And don't get me wrong, there's times when you spend too much time with each other, and I'm sure he says he's ready for a break also, but there's no one else I'd ever want in my corner and stuff like that. And I've really loved the last especially the last couple of weeks, just being in the gym and just improving my boxing knowledge under Andrew and stuff. And it's just exciting what we're planning for the future, really.
And I'm going to ask you, having visited Harper Hill, how's Harper Hill been?
Oh, terrible. No, it's not been too bad, but a couple of weeks back we stepped it up from 6 to 8, and driving home it really got me. And I was thinking I'm not going to make it home, and I was this close to pulling over and laying down on back seat because it really hit me hard. But since that, it's been fun to get on the hill. We've had a lot of the young amateurs coming onto the hill also, and pushing me on and getting me up. And Saturday was the last one, and Jason Cunningham from the gym, he should have only been doing, I think it's 6, but he was like, Terry, I'll stick with you through end, and I'll do 10 with you. So and then in fair, everyone who were on the hill that day did 10 with me. So yeah,
I'll have to come back one day in the future.
Yeah, definitely, you'll have to come and have a race.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll get Jem on as well.
Yeah, and Sasha.
Yeah.
Now I've got to, seeing as you're going to be in Ireland, in Dublin, I was going to do a little quiz to see how well you know the country.
Oh no, don't, because I don't want to insult anyone. Don't. I'm gonna be terrible at this.
It'll be like a multiple choice. So hopefully
okay, yeah.
it'll be okay. Right, I'll start off with an easy one. Okay. So what's the famous beer that comes from Dublin? Is it
Guinness.
Carling, Moretti, or
Guinness.
Guinness?
Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness. And does that you can have a pint of Guinness after your fight?
Do you know what? I've never tried one, and we're staying until Monday, so I think Sunday, if all's well, we'll probably get out in Dublin and just enjoy. And you gotta try a Guinness while you're in Dublin. You gotta have a Guinness.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go to Dublin and not at least try it. Bono is the lead singer of which famous Dublin band? Is it
U2?
C4? Yeah, there we go. Didn't even need the multiple choice. There we go. It gets a little bit trickier here. I don't know if I know these answers. What is the name of the river that flows through the centre of Dublin? Is it the Liffey, the Shannon, or the Foyle?
This is just gonna be. I'm just gonna guess. So I'm gonna straight out middle. I'll go for B. I can't even remember what he said.
Oh, Shannon. No, it's Liffey. But look, I wouldn't know. Unless you're there, you wouldn't really know. What sea does Dublin border? The Irish Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Celtic Sea?
That's Celtic.
Oh, it's the Irish Sea.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, close. I think they all border Ireland, so you know. And this one's definitely a guess one. When was Dublin founded? 988, 1920, or 1560?
One more question, sorry.
When was Dublin founded? In 988, 1920, or 1560?
1560.
Oh, it's 988.
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. That's why I box and get punched in the head.
It's right, but nobody will mind if you go out and have a pint of Guinness. So
yeah, I apologise that way.
I'm going to finish on with the Taylor versus Cameron fight.
Yeah.
What do you predict for that fight?
Honestly, it's a great fight, and massive respect to both women for what they're doing, both putting it all on the line. And obviously, when the fight couldn't happen with Serrano, Katie could have took an easier fight for the home crowd, and it just shows what Katie's all about. Probably one of the toughest. It will be the toughest fight of her career, and I'm very excited myself to, as a fan, hopefully can get out straight after my fight and watch it from ringside. But it's going to be action packed. Obviously, Chantel and Katie are both relentless, and they've got crazy stamina and willpower. But I got to back Katie with it just because it's a home crowd and she's got the support behind her, and that makes a huge difference. But yeah, I'm just excited for it. I'm saying on fence a bit, but I just back Katie just for she's clearly got confidence in herself to take the fight in the first place. She's in front of a home crowd, and it's going to be an exciting fight to watch.
I'm super excited because obviously with your fight, and that fight is sort of the co-main, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
A great night of boxing.
Yeah, fantastic.
Sometimes I wish I could cut myself in half, like sit half of me in the audience and then other half can go and fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing with being on such a great fight night, isn't it? You can't sort of be the fan and in the fights. But yeah, hopefully you can come out and watch the Katie fight, like you say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much,
Terri.
Terri.
The reason I'm coming, I've got free tickets, free hotel, free flights. Yeah, I'll fight it. I get paid for it, a bonus.
It's been so hard to get tickets, isn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Well, thank you very much and good luck. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And why not check out any other videos on the channel? You can follow Women's Fight News on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.